Coming up in today's food adventure, I've stepped into the past and found the world's sweetest pastry shop owner.
我干这个48年，我老父亲干80年。
I'm also checking out the world's largest meteorite.
Very nice, very unusual.
And what might be my meal of the year, it's a barbecue that turns into hot pot.
It really is the meal that just keeps on giving.
Today's about to be a super cozy autumn Dongbei day trip, so get comfy, grab snacks, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, and welcome to another Chinese food adventure. Today I'm coming to you from Changchun. Did I get it the right way? Yes. Changchun, it's the city I've called home for the past 4 years now. It's a city nestled right in the heart of Dongbei, aka the northeast of China, where the winters are very long and the shoulder seasons are oh so short.
You may see a bug. This is actually a lady beetle, and a week ago it was so hot and lovely and pleasant. These were flying all around the place. This one actually managed to get inside and has been chilling here. Here's another one over here. There are just so many lady beetles. But outside it is also currently snowing, to show you just how quickly the seasons have shifted.
I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Dongbei winter. I don't love that I can't spend any extended amount of time outside, but on the other hand, I do love how cozy it gets. My deliciously centrally heated apartment and of course the food. In my opinion, there is no better time to indulge in Dongbei cuisine than when the weather gets cold, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're going on a Dongbei day trip. We're here at the train station and we're going to be heading to another city here in Jilin province, actually a city that shares the same name as the province itself. So by the powers of deduction, you probably have already figured out we are going to a city called
Jilin. You guessed it.
Fun fact, this is the only city in China that has the same name as the province. And even funner fact, the name of the city came way before the name of the province.
The city originally got its name hundreds of years ago, before the province was established, from a Manchu phrase, Jilin Wula, which means along the river. The river in question is this here.
This here is the Songhua. I feel like this angle is giving BBC documentary, so I'm just going to grab you here. Anyway, what I was saying is this river you see behind me, this is the Songhua River and it flows all the way through Dongbei. But something very unique happens when it flows through Jilin here, which is it actually doesn't freeze. And just for context, winter temperatures here drop to below -30 degrees sometimes. So the fact that this never freezes is pretty wild. The reason why this happens is just upstream there's a hydroelectric plant, which makes this water just warm enough not to freeze. And when that flowing water, even though it is cold water, to that I can personally testify. I was here about 5 years ago and I tried dipping my hands in the water and it's very, very cold. But it's enough to create some condensation and some mist when it hits that icy air. And in the mist you've got the water droplets. And those water droplets, when they meet like the trees that you see on the riverbanks here, they stick to the trees and form this icy landscape, this frosty, amazing landscape known as Wusong or rime frost. And I was lucky enough to see it when I was here 5 years ago. And to this day it is the most spectacular winter scenery I have ever seen in my life.
They're most common around January when it's coldest, so while it's not on the agenda for today in mid-October, it might be something to keep in mind if you're planning a trip to Dongbei for this winter. However, something that is on the agenda for today is, of course, breakfast.
A super iconic breakfast here in Jilin City is jianfen. You'll see what it is in a moment. I'm about to get some. But my taxi driver, he did say that it's not really enough to fill him up.
淀粉那玩意儿不顶饿呀。
还饿肚子是吧？
对，最起码的我还得吃2鸡蛋。
So I've also seen on this sign here, they have something called 鸡汤豆腐串, which I've never had before. And this lady, she's just stuck her head out and been like, hey, we're open, come on in. So let's go into this store.
你好。
我要吃煎粉和那个鸡汤豆腐串。鸡汤豆腐串是什么东西？
用鸡骨架鸡熬的汤，完了干豆腐穿成串煮的，拿出来就刷料，好吃。这不东北咱们这头吉林特色吗？
The boiled tofu skewers are then brushed with a salty sauce, then a sweet sauce, then it's in with the garlic juice, some chili sauce, a sprinkle of spices, and finally some coriander and spring onion on top.
稍微给我搜出来。
哦，可以，这是我的账号。
呀，粉丝还挺多呢，20多万呢，美女个关注。
谢谢。Oh, that's nice. I have a new subscriber on my Douyin. Jilin, this is how they do breakfast apparently. She's asked me if I want salty or sweet, and she's given me 这是酸甜口对吧？
对，酸甜的。
酸甜还有什么口味的？
还有香辣的，看你个人口味，平时爱吃啥？
你喜欢吃哪个？
我喜欢吃咸口的、香辣的，但是这个卖的好，这个要卖500碗，那个能卖200-200碗。
The tofu is really nice and soft, and then you've got lots of sauces on there and lots of herbs and spices. And yeah, the resulting flavor is definitely, you've got this tanginess, and then you've got a sweet aftertaste. but you've also got cumin on there as well. And the more I eat, I'm also getting like a little bit of a spiciness as well. It's nice. I definitely like it.
But this is only one half of my Jilin breakfast experience. Make way for the Jemfin.
It's basically like this breakfast soup where the main element is this here. This is it's starch. So it makes this kind of jelly-like consistency, and it's also fried. And then you've got that soup that goes on top that's intensely sesame. She puts a whole heap of sesame at the beginning. Also very garlicky as well. A slight bit of heat, nothing too noticeable. It's just my mouth has this nice warmth. It's like my mouth has just installed central heating and it has a nice like baseline buzz going on right there. It's really, really nice. It's a whole lot of flavor, but you know, when in Jilin, you got to do as the Jiliners do. We've got a few locals already here having this exact dish for their breakfast. Also the boss over there who's just constructed her breakfast with this intensely flavorful mala, like sesame sauce as well. She's got a few eggs in there. She's got some noodles. She's got some tofu. Bye bye. 谢谢. Something you probably don't know about Jilin is in 1976, this was actually the site of the largest meteorite fall ever recorded on Earth, with over 4,000 kilos of meteorite fragments recovered, including one single piece of meteorite that actually weighs over 1,700 kilos. It's crazy. It's actually on display at this museum here, so I'm gonna go check it out. Ooh, here we have it. The biggest meteorite in the world. It's big, but when I heard it was going to be 1,700 kilos, I imagine it would be like car size because that is the weight of a small car. But I guess it must be very dense. Dense, thick rock. Got some nice patterns on top, very nice, very unusual. But yeah, other than that, it looks quite rock-like. Something I am enjoying about it is its name. It's a very creative name. It's called the #1 Jilin meteorite. And I believe over there we also have the Jilin #2 meteorite.
Looks like the whole fam is here. Check out over here. We've got, guess who? Jilin #3 meteorite. Anyway, museums always make me hungry, so let's go hunt down something for lunch.
So I kind of prefaced this video by saying, look, winter is the best time to eat food in Dongbei because it's so cozy. Lunchtime might be directly going against that statement because the lunch I want to get is actually cold noodles to be exact. And there's this store here that I've really been wanting to visit. It's got over 100 years of history, but the noodles are cold. I have also been getting some mixed reviews today about whether I should do it or not.
打冷面就是吃冷面不要冷啊，
哦，可以吃热的吗？
热的不好吃的。
你们冬天也会吃冷面吗？
会吃对。
Look, the fact is, it's taken me 4 years of living in Dongbei to make this one trip to Jilin. And if I don't try this store now, who knows when I'll get the chance. So let's do this. Let's get cold noodles.
你好，
这个季节还能吃冷面吗？
可以呀、
有没有热汤？
有热汤，热汤是咸口的，可以吃，
好吃吗？
还行。
我尝试一下
尝试
热的冷面。
来一个冷面，
This might be a contentious decision, but I've never had hot broth with my 冷面 before. So you know what? Let's try. 你好，我要热汤。
热汤是咸的啊，要吗？
你觉得好吃吗？
那你就拿碗尝尝，
Next thing I knew, she was actually pouring out some of the hot broth for me to try.
尝尝这个好喝吗？完你再尝尝酸甜的，慢点尝啊，别烫着。
Wow, I'm so grateful to her for this because as soon as I took a sip of this, something in my soul cried out, no! It's super salty, and I feel like if I committed to a big bowl of it, it would take away from what makes 冷面 so special, how refreshing it is. And bless her, she also gave me some of the classic cold and sweet broth to try as well.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer. 我来那个酸甜的吧。
来酸甜的啊。
对。
那行，来过来吧，来。
It's a big bowl of noodles.
I have to say, the most fruitful bowl of lengmian that I have ever seen. There's so much stuff in this. You've got some meat on top, you've got some zhima, the sesame, you've got half an egg, you've got some, I guess, pickled cabbage here as well, and the noodles. Oh, they look so good. Oh, I also want to note that I got this as well because my taxi driver, as on my way here, he was like, yeah, get the hot noodles, get the cold noodles, whatever, but make sure you get this. This is like one of their specialties. It's like tofu slices. I feel like Jilin really loves their tofu here. All right, this is good. Pretty simple. It's just the dried tofu slices and you've got some chili oil on top. But the chili isn't spicy at all. You've just got the smokiness of it and like that chili taste. It's quite salty as well. But the thing I love the most is that the chili, it's actually quite crunchy. So you've got like that resistance of the tofu and slight softness, but then you have like the crunchiness of the chili. It reminds me a little bit of the chili pan mee that I had in Malaysia, in the texture.
Now let's try these cold noodles.
I don't know why I just blew on those noodles. It's funny, it's like a habit, muscle memory. You pick up the noodles and you blow on them, even though I don't need to blow on them. It feels kind of weird, to be honest, to just like stick noodles in my mouth without blowing. You know what? I'm glad I got this. It's so refreshing. It's cold, it's sweet, it's tangy, it's sesame. It just like, it's really refreshing. And you know what? I actually think this is a great dish to have even in the middle of winter. And I'll tell you why. Central heating. This is a part of living in Dongbei that still I'm finding really hard to get used to. So if you weren't aware, half of China has central heating, half of it doesn't. There's actually a river and everything north of it gets central heating, everything south of it does not. We well and truly get it up here. It gets really freaking cold, like minus 25 degrees is something you often see in the middle of the night here in Dongbei. But my apartment is set, and I can't change the temperature. It's set at 28 degrees. So in the middle of winter, Deok and I, we still have to open a window at night, which is just the craziest thing because it just gets too hot in the apartment. But it's not just my apartment that's got this central heating and is set really, really high. It's restaurants, it's malls, which makes it really hard to dress here in Dongbei because if you're going to be spending any amount of time outside, even just walking through the parking lot, you need to wear thermals and a massive jacket. But as soon as you get inside, you're swamped. It's like so hot. So I'm always either freezing cold or boiling hot here in Dongbei. There is no in between. So I feel like even right now I'm sweating. I'm only wearing a few layers, but it's sweatfest down here. But with these noodles, so refreshing, so nice and cold. It's a classic for a reason. And look at those noodles, so silky. It's a massive bowl. I mean, it is not false advertising. This restaurant is called Da Leng Mian, which means big cold noodles. Anyway, my thesis is, I think when you eat this in winter, it might even be more refreshing than it would be in summer. Because if you come here in summer, there's air conditioning and it's not 28 degrees inside, it's like 21 degrees, it's too cold. And then you're eating these. So, my thesis, and please let me know your thoughts in the comments, Leng Mian is better to eat in winter. Let's have a debate. Now I am well and truly full. Let's go explore Jilin a bit. Let's go for a walk. Looks like we've got a full-on shoe sale happening over here. Featuring some of the hottest up-and-coming brands. Never give up, run. This wonderful garment brings new meaning to looking real. Wow. And an instant classic, Kemenuf R SH4OCR. Honestly, Jilin, take my money. You guys know what's good? A fresh mahua. Check this out. It's like a deep fried kind of donut and they are so good. I haven't had a mahua in ages, but I saw they were being freshly made. It's still warm. One of those things, if you can't have it hot, you shouldn't have it at all. Yeah, can you see it steaming? It's really soft on the inside. It's got a little bit of a crust on the outside, but you've also got that sesame and a sugary glaze, so it's a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. It's hot. It warms your hands up. Speaking of things that warm your hands up, you can't go past nature's ultimate hand warmer, baked sweet potato. This is something I love about Dongbei.
漂亮啊！
啊？
你漂亮。
哦，谢谢你也是。
小辫儿梳的老漂亮了。
有没有更小的吧？
没有了。
我刚吃完午饭，太大了吧？没事。Baked sweet potato has a really special place in my heart and it's a really big part of my story here in China. So back in 2017, I had started studying at Tsinghua. I was studying there for a year and it was during that year that my stomach was going crazy. They didn't know what the problem was. Spoiler alert, it was lactose intolerance. But at the time I had to do this crazy elimination diet to try and figure out what it was that was causing my stomach so many problems. And during that time I had to cut out all gluten, all dairy, so many different vegetables. So basically I couldn't eat soy sauce, I couldn't have noodles, I couldn't have dumplings. I basically existed on rice, sweet potato and corn. And to this day when I smell roast sweet potato or taste roast sweet potato, it takes me back to the Tsinghua canteen and this is what kept me fed for literally a year. Remarkably, I still love it just as much as I did back then. And it's also the reason why I just love food so much and I love eating new foods and exploring new foods because that year was a little bit depressing. I mean, I was in China, I had access to all these amazing foods, I was going out with friends, eating at restaurants, and I would have my bowl of rice and they'd be eating these amazing dishes. And I always said in that year, when I figure out what the hell is wrong with my stomach and I'm eating again, I'm gonna eat everything. And here I am today, I've manifested this food vlogger life. And I just love food, but I also still love baked sweet potato. Disappointingly, a very bad baked sweet potato. Really dry, there's no moisture, there's no flavor, there's no sweetness. I mean, as you can imagine, after so many sweet potatoes, I am the expert. There's actually, in 2017 when I was eating so much sweet potato, my friends affectionately referred to me as sweet potato bitch. I'm known as the sweet potato bitch because I eat so much sweet potato. I know what all the sweet potatoes are on campus. I know where the best ones are.
And I'll never forget the time my friends made me a sweet potato birthday cake because I couldn't eat normal cake. Anyway, that's the end of that anecdote. Let's keep exploring Jilin.
Ooh. Suddenly I'm the one being photographed right now. Wow, 好看.
Oh, this here's another thing you'll see everywhere here in Dongbei. These tubular, airy corn snacks.
It's this machine. He puts this corn powder in the top, and then it goes through the machine, and it like, I hate to use the word, but it poops out this like corn thing. So it's really light and airy and really crunchy. It always reminds me a bit of a mix between popcorn and a corn chip. And you buy a bag like that, and it looks massive, but give it a few hours and you'll have eaten it all because it's so airy. It's like basically just eating air.
Now I'm walking a little across town because I saw this place online ages ago and I've been wanting to check it out ever since, and you'll see why.
你好
Hello 啊，
，Hello， 你开门了吗？
开门了。
哦，好。我不知道你推荐什么比较好吃，是我第一次。
第一次来啊？
对对，
俄罗斯对吧？
澳大利亚的。
澳大利亚的啊？
对。哦，哇，都是你自己做的吗？
都是自己做的。
The store basically sells these handmade pastries and they've been selling them for a really long time.
我干这个48年，
哇塞！
我老父亲干80年。
哇，所以这一点已经超过100多年的历史。
300多年。
哇！
不含任何防腐剂、添加剂。
哦。
现在外边做的糕点全有那些玩意儿，咱都没有那些东西。
I really wanted to support the store, so I asked for one of each, and you've got to check out how the price is determined.
这是过去的老秤，1斤6两2，27块5。东北这个地方吧还可以，一年四季。
对，但我感觉秋天、春天都比较短。
对。
对。
冬天长。
对。
半年。
就是。
以后过来啊，到吉林啊。
好的，谢谢你，辛苦了，拜拜，加油。
加油。
I'm so glad I went there. I've never had a pastry experience quite like it. And also so cheap. I mean, 27 renminbi. He's given me one of every single pastry. I'm going to bring a lot of these home, share with Dirk. But there is Beishan just around the corner. It's a famous park here in Jilin. So I thought, let's go have a picnic. Found myself a very nice little peaceful spot up here on the mountain. Yeah, 你要吃一个吗? Okay. 你要吃一个吗? Okay. I got so many. Let's try this one first. It's the one in the shop that caught my eye. It's like a little bit prawn-like. 你好，我买的太多了，你要吃一个吗？刚买了。谢谢。哦 ，OK， 好，没问题。
中国话，外国。
我是外国人，对。
英国、美国之类。
澳大利亚的。
澳大利亚的。而且说的都是东北话有点。
我住在东北。
是吗？
对。
嫁给。
嫁给德国的。
一个人来的。
对。过来吃饭，这小糕点是有300多年的历史。
从你那个老家带来的吗？
不是，这个是吉林的。
啊，吉林市的啊。
对。
搁这买的。
要不要尝一个？
我不尝，谢谢。
哦，好，我买的太多了。One thing's for sure, you'll make a lot of friends on this path. At least you will if you have a bag of sweets. But no one seems to want to have any of my sweets. I mean, my dad always taught me don't take candies from strangers. So maybe they're also on a similar kind of don't take sweets from Waigwaran. Maybe is the going saying here in Jilin. They're going to be really nice with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in the morning. They're subtle, I'll give you that. It's slightly sweet, a little bit moist in the middle, but mostly like a little bit more on the drier side, a bit like a dry layered biscuit. So many nice designs. This one looks nice. Oh, I like that one. It's a bit more moist. On the inside, you've got a filling, and I think it's a mixture of brown sugar and date. It's quite sweet, and I like that a lot. I think that's my favorite so far. I mean, I've had 2 of them, but that's my favorite. 美女，你要不要吃一个糕点？我买的太多了。吃一个吧。来一个。好嘞，谢谢啊。这一家有300多年的历史。吉林的。
Okay guys, the moment has come. Are you ready to experience a dish like no other?
Dinner's here. I'm coming to have an early dinner before heading back to Changchun in a bit. But this is very exciting. I've been wanting to come to this restaurant for the longest time. I mean, for one, check out the restaurant. It's so old school. It's so cool. They don't have a menu here. They just come to your table and they're like, okay, we're going to get you 1 plate of beef. Do you want a yumi being corn cake? I said yes. This is it here. It's amazing. It's really crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, and it's a bit lemony as well. And you dip it in this sugar, so it's like sweet and lemony. It's like a lemon cake. It's so good. So I'm really glad I got that. I'm gonna have that for dessert. But the main star attraction is this here, the meat. It's currently grilling, so it's a bit of like a barbecue happening here. But the thing that's so unique about this is it's not just barbecue, it's also hot pot. It's a barbecue that turns into hot pot. So first we're cooking the meat now. It's bubbling away. You've got so many like meaty juices in there, oily, oniony, garlicky goodness. 都吃完了才做汤吗？还是你吃一半做汤？
吃一半下酸菜。
对，吃一半，
把那个酸菜炒里头。
然后这个呢？
下汤。
Okay, one step at a time. Let's first proceed to eat half of this grilled meat here.
Oh, really good. It reminds me a little bit of xiaokao here in Dongbei. Like it's got a similar flavor profile. It's got that cuminy spice mix on it, but it's also very juicy from, I mean, all the oil in this. The first thing that she does is she comes over and she pours a whole heap of oil into the bottom of this. So I'm not even gonna lie, it's super oily. It's very rich. It's very salty, but it also is quite fragrant because there's a lot of spring onion in there as well. It's delicious. I mean, it's ticking all my buttons. We do have two dipping sauces. This one is, I guess, sesame. And it's really good, but I'm also going to try this one. This one is like almost looks a bit like a sweet chili sauce. I don't know which sauce I like better.
把那个酸菜下里点。
Oh, half. So this is step 2. Once I've eaten half the beef, now it's time to add the 酸菜. 这是什么？
油。
油. Okay, put some more oil as well.
给它倒盘里头。
Oh, 两个都放在这里吗? This really sweet lady has just walked past and told me, oh, this is what you should be doing with your dipping sauces, putting 2 on one plate. And I can't believe I didn't think of this before. I couldn't decide which one I like better. I mean, ¿por qué no los dos? Oh, that is great. The creaminess and nuttiness and saltiness of that sesame sauce meets the tanginess, slight sweetness of that chili sauce. It's divine. I am so excited to try this. Like a meaty, oily sauerkraut. I've explained this in past videos, but in case you're a new viewer, the reason you see so much sauerkraut in Dongbei in the northeast of China is because historically it's just such a cold region. You don't have fresh vegetables readily available in minus 30 degrees in the middle of winter. Before the winter season, people would stock up on things like potato and corn, things that will, store easily throughout the winter time. Cabbage is another one of those things, but it's prepared in a different way. It's pickled to last it through the season. It's fermented. So the first step in that process is the harvest that usually occurs around September, October, around the time that we are right now when I'm filming this video. And the first step in making sauerkraut is you have to dry out the cabbage for a few days to sweeten it and get it ready for fermentation. And it's just such a funny scene as you walk through these major cities in Dongbei. You just see cabbages lying out everywhere. But then the next step is to turn that into sauerkraut, and it features a lot in the cuisine. This is but one example. 好期待，这个也配酱吃还是直接吃？
蘸酱吃，要不然有点酸。
哦，会酸。
应该可以了，尝尝。
哦，好的，谢谢。I don't think I've ever been so excited to try sauerkraut, and I've got a German husband. Oh my god, that is so good. I could add a sauce, but I don't think I even want to. I love the sourness that's coming through that, but not only the sourness, it's caramelized. I don't think I've ever had caramelized sauerkraut before, and you've also got caramelized onion in there from the remnants from the meat. And talking of the meat, you also have that extremely flavorful cuminy meat in there as well. It's all combining together. Yes, it's sour, but in my opinion, it's really nicely balanced. I also am a big fan of sour flavors, but you know what? Let's grab some of this, mix it in this amazing sauce. I mean, it could only make it better. Yeah. Wow. I like the beef, but I think I like this step more.
It wasn't long until half of that was gone, and you know what that means? It's time to turn this into hot pot. We're also adding some spinach, some more sauerkraut, as well as tofu and vermicelli noodles too. And once the ingredients softened, it was time for round 3 to officially begin.
This meal just keeps evolving, and every single step of the process has brought new flavors and excitement and something new that I love about it. The sour taste is probably the most prominent in this step. That sourness from the cabbage has really disseminated through the dish. So for this step step I'm actually really enjoying dipping it in this sesame sauce, also in the chili sauce as well. It goes really, really well to like tone down that sourness and add a little bit of like the extra other flavors. It's so damn delicious, but yeah, it's the meal that just keeps on giving. We had step one, we grilled the meat, we ate half of it. They added the sauerkraut, we mixed it, we ate half of that. And now, even though I felt like I've eaten my body weight in food, we have a huge thing of soup in front of me here. I think I'll definitely be taking leftovers home for Derek to try for dinner tonight. I don't think he'll be complaining because he is a fan of sauerkraut. He's German after all, so I think this is the perfect meal for him. Man, this was so much fun. What a fun day in Jilin. And I think it's definitely worth a visit, especially, you know, you've got the world's largest meteorite here, the #1 Jilin meteorite. You've got this. I think this is definitely worth the trip, this experience here. And also that pastry shop. I mean, what a beautiful guy. It was so sweet. That was definitely also a highlight of my day. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's going to take us to the end of today's food adventure. And make sure you stay tuned for next week because I'm starting a new food adventure series in Chengdu and Chongqing, which is super exciting. I feel like I go to Chengdu all the time. I've been at least 3 times in this year alone, but I haven't made any long videos there in years and years and years. So I think it's time for a refresh. And as for Chongqing, the last time I was there, it was still underrated. I was still describing it as like China's biggest city that you've never heard of. Now everyone has heard of Chongqing. So I'm excited to see what it's like now that it's viral everywhere. Everyone knows Chongqing. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you next week from Chengdu and Chongqing. Bye guys.